Back to Tea Time with Aloha and Coco, and welcome to the last episode of Tea Time Travels Season 1. This year, for 2024, I want to take you guys really everywhere with me. I want to take you guys on new adventures, to visit new places. And this first season was dedicated to the Oasis of the Seas. If you guys are unfamiliar with the Oasis of the Seas, it is an Oasis class ship that is part of Royal Caribbean's cruise ship fleet. Now, I love the Oasis of the Seas. I'm tied to it because I have so many memories that I've created aboard the Oasis of the Seas. So I knew that if I were to do this series, I really wanted to start with the Oasis of the Seas. If this is the first time you see me or see our channel, make sure you subscribe. We do a lot of travel, crafts, lifestyle, and theme parks. So we are all about making magic, whether it's in the form of craft, in the form of travel, in the form of family fun. We're all about making memories. Anyways, so today's episode is all about something that I mention in almost every cruise ship video I've ever done, and it's cruising ducks. So if you're unfamiliar with cruising ducks, this is a tradition that was started by a family. I believe Ashley Davis was the first with their child, Abby, I believe. It was a family who went on a spring break cruise. They brought 50 rubber ducks and they hid them all over the cruise. And then they put little tags on them. And it was kind of like to start a community of travelers. Maybe you can create pen pals. Maybe you can create friendships with people from all over the world. I will tell you, it's very seldom that I find a rubber duck on a cruise that is from Florida. Usually it's from places like Ireland, places like different parts of Europe, different parts of the States. I mean, it's so magical to see how many people from all over the world have picked up on this and have continued this tradition. And what you do is you go ahead and you take these little ducks, you go ahead and you tag them by adding a little paper tag, or there's people that sell stickers on Etsy. You can make your own stickers. They attach it to the ducks. And on these tags, it will usually have the sailing date, the hashtag cruising ducks. It will have the ship you're on and the name of your family. So what you do is you take these little tags and you can attach it to the rubber duck with a little rubber band. You can attach it by sticker form, like I mentioned, and you take these little ducks with you. The purpose is that you're supposed to hide it all over the cruise ship, for the exception of restaurants, pool areas, and inside of stores. The reason for it is because they don't want, first of all, no child should be hunting for ducks near a pool. You know that that's already dangerous, but it's to kind of keep those areas completely uncongested, and to make sure that kids are not running into stores and looking for ducks when there's people trying to purchase and things like that. So that's totally understandable. And restaurants, of course, everybody's dining. You don't want kids kind of coming in, running up and down, trying to find the ducks. But again, it's not just for kids. I've seen tons of couples, including myself and my husband, looking for ducks all the time. So the purpose is you take these ducks and you hide them all over the ship, for the exception of the places I said. Once you hide the ducks, a lot of people kind of sit back and wait to see if people can find them. It's really, really exciting when you see like someone's face light up. And when I see someone's face, I'm talking about like adults like me. I get so excited. And then you're going to see the hashtag and you're going to see the family. You're going to see where the family is from. And it's just really exciting. Outside of that, when it's your turn to hide, I really, really suggest holding on to some. Try not to hide it all at the same time, because if you hide them all at the same time or the same day, what's going to happen is there's not a lot of fun or excitement left for the remainder. So I would suggest starting to hide ducks on the second day, possibly skip the third day, hide on the fourth day, skip the fifth day, and so on and so forth. Once you find your duck, you can take a picture, snap a picture, and you can share it on social media. I will say that one of the most famous places to share these is on Facebook. They have a group called Cruising Ducks. You can go ahead and share it there. Another bit of information I like to share with you guys is if you're cruising on a Royal Caribbean cruise, on a Carnival cruise, Disney cruise, there is 100% chance, let's say 99.9% chance, that there's a group already created on Facebook where you can join and you can meet other cruisers. All you have to do is get on Facebook and type in your cruise name and date, and there's usually already a page that is opened and you can go ahead and share information with other travelers there. I know that for most of our cruises, I get on Facebook and I'll say things like, hey guys, so I'm gonna be hiding ducks. How many of you are joining us? And I usually get an incredibly large amount of people who are joining in. Now, I know I said I was gonna link some ducks down below, but I actually wanna take you on a little internet search. Let's look for some of these ducks. Let's see some of the things that you should do, some of the things that you shouldn't, where you really want to watch, how much you spend. Let's start with Amazon. So as soon as you hop on Amazon, you're going to type in rubber ducks bulk. This will give you all of the price points for ducks that come in packs of 12, 24, 50, 100, 200, and you're going to see that it goes all the way north of 400 probably. And the price points really depend on the style of duck and the size. They do have beautiful ducks with accessories. As you saw, they have ones with glasses, some in costume, they have some with hats, and it really just depends on what you're looking for and what style. But price points are there, and you can get anything from $10 all the way to $100 if you're really, really into purchasing a lot of ducks. But as you can see here, there's many options, and they even have bulk ducks with tags. So that was Amazon. They have a great variety of ducks. They have a whole bunch of cute little options, and it's very inexpensive considering what you can find it at other places for. You also have the option of going to the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree does have ducks. They have cute colors. They have baby blue, they have baby pink, and then they have the traditional yellow ducks. They also have little frogs. Again, you can have fun and do frogs instead, but if you're gonna go down the traditional route, do ducks. You can find the pink ducks and the blue ducks in the baby shower section over at the Dollar Tree, and you can find the little yellow ducks over in the toy section at the Dollar Tree, so just be mindful of that. So now let's jump onto Etsy, because over on Etsy, they do have the options of the ducks, and they already bring the tags. So if you don't wanna make your own tags, you don't wanna DIY them, then you could probably just get them on Etsy and save yourself some time. Although we saw that there's some on Amazon, this is the second option. So now that we're hopping on Etsy, you're gonna see Etsy has a lot of different types of ducks. They have the stickers for you to place, they have tags, but they also have things like needle felted ducks or crochet ducks or even laser cut ducks. Definitely different, but very cool. So as you guys saw, there's plenty of options for the ducks. I will say, you do not have to join any sort of group. You do not have to be on Facebook. You do not have to be active on social media in order to join. All you have to do is just take the ducks. You can create little tags if you want. They can do the hashtag if you want. If you don't want to do the hashtag, don't do the hashtag. If you just want to hide ducks because you want to have a good time, then just hide them. You do not have to be part of anything in order to collect them or to hide them. So just keep that in mind. It's just a fun little scavenger hunt. There are very little babies on board. They can be as young as 6 months. So one thing I will say, there are little ducks. They're like little beaded ducks. I have hidden these ducks before. I usually put them on really high levels. The reason I do that is because if a parent is just, walking with the baby and they find one of these little beaded ducks on their eye level, they could put them in their mouth, and you don't want kids to choke. So I would highly recommend steering clear of those tiny little ducks. Although I've done it in the past, and although I've seen tons of families do it, I would probably steer clear of that. I would highly recommend just getting the ducks that are a little bit bigger, the ones that even if you're a toddler, like trying to stick it in your mouth, it's not going to do anything because kids will stick it in their mouth. And if by any chance it's, like I said, at eye level of a toddler, or they just started walking and the parents are, just sitting back watching the kids enjoy something, they find a little duck, you don't want them to swallow that. So I would highly recommend steer clear of the tiny ducks and do like the little rubber ducks. So that's just my recommendation. So I hope that this quick little video really helps you decide whether or not you want to go down the cruising ducks path. But before we wrap it up, let's go over everything really quickly one more time. Cruising ducks is a great option for you guys to travel and enjoy a little bit of a fun activity where you get to keep something and you get to give something away. Do you have to post to social media? Absolutely not. Do you have to be part of a social media group to participate? Absolutely not. You get to keep the ducks or hide them if you find them, and you can take your own and hide around the cruise. You should not be placing any of these ducks into the ocean, no. In the pool area, no. In any restaurants, no. And shops, no. Otherwise, you are free to place it wherever you want and have fun doing so. Do you have to tag the ducks? It is highly recommended so you can stay in touch with others, or you can see where your ducks are coming from, but you do not really have to tag them if you choose not to. If I had to recommend a size for ducks, I would probably leave the little beaded ducks at home and do it maybe for my office friends, but I would not be hiding any tiny little ducks ever again. I would kind of steer clear of that, and I would stick to traditional duck sizes. So you can find these ducks on Oriental Trading, on Amazon, Etsy, Dollar Tree, even Target during the summer days. How many should you hide? It's entirely up to you. Our family, we've hidden as little as 10 ducks on one cruise and as much as like 400 ducks on another. It's entirely up to you. As my girls have gotten older, they understand the concept more. They enjoy it more now that they're a little bit older. So they have created or managed their ducks to where they're hiding about 50 ducks a day. And we love this activity. My suggestion, hide it either super early in the morning, super late at night, or on a day that everybody has gotten off the ship because you've reached a port. Maybe you're not gonna get off. Maybe you don't wanna go down on that port. You kind of wanna enjoy the cruise ship's amenities. So maybe you hide it then. But I would not recommend hiding ducks when it's very busy. It's kind of it defeats the purpose because everybody's looking at you and everybody knows what you're doing. So my recommendation, early morning, late at night, or a time where everybody's off the ship that you can hide. Oh, another thing. Crew members love the cruising ducks concept just as much as we do. They love cruising ducks. I talk to all the crew members. I love talking to people. I love it. I'm a people person. So I'll talk to them and I'll be like, hey, so do you have cruising ducks? And they'll be like, yeah, girl, I got like 40. 40 ducks? Yeah, I need 41. So I'll slip them a little duck and be like, you didn't see me give it to you. I didn't see it. So that's pretty much it. I really wanted to dedicate a whole video to cruising ducks because I love them so much. I really do love cruising ducks so much. So yeah, you know. You know already. So I hope that the next cruise ship is adventurous. I hope that your next cruise ship is magical. I hope that this season 1 of Tea Time Travels was exciting. I hope that it offered information. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that it inspired you for your cruise ship vacation. And if it didn't inspire you, don't worry. Season 2 is coming and we're gonna do some more exciting things. If you're not cruise ship people, I'm gonna make you cruise ship people because there's so much adventure on cruise ships. There's so much fun. And I'm so excited I get to share it with you guys. So guys, I hope you had a great time joining us for season 1 of Tea Time Travels. I know season 1 has officially come to an end, but don't worry, there's plenty more where that came from. Season 2 is right around the corner and we will be announcing where we're traveling to, what we're doing, and so much more. Thank you so much for your support, your love, and for viewing all of our episodes. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. And if you haven't, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. There's so much to discover, and I really want to do it with all of you guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you all on season 2 of Tea Time Travels. Until next time, and don't forget, stay magical. Bye. Stay tuned for season 2 of Tea Time Travels coming this April.